chairs. Joining us now are two of the MRS fall meeting chairs. We have Elisabeta Comini and Loucas Tsakalakos. Welcome to you both. I got the hard part out of the way. I got both of your names right. So let's start off with, you're nearing the end of a couple years worth of work and effort. What is it like now being here, seeing all those efforts come to fruition? It must be a bit of relief, but a lot of tension still.
No, I think just relief, because now everything is going. We just have to follow the flow of things. So
just follow the flow?
Yeah.
What about you, Loucas? How do you feel?
It's exciting, right? Because a lot of work went into this over 2 years, and to kind of see it all coming together is very rewarding and exciting.
I'll bet. What are some of the most specific things you want to see out of this year's meeting?
I'm particularly excited about some of the award presentations that are going to happen this year, right? So the Kavli Lecture, as well as some of the MRS awards. I'm really excited to see those presentations this year.
Elisabeta, what about you? What are you looking forward to seeing?
yeah, me too. The awards is very rewarding also for us, because it's something that make people happy.
I'll bet. We were talking earlier about how much effort it goes into planning and prepping for an event like this. There are thousands of people that will be here over the next few days. Now, there are 51 technical sessions, but there was a lot more to choose from. How did you go about deciding on the 51 that you finally narrowed it down to?
Yeah, first we divided in clusters, so each one of us could look into details of each cluster in order to decide which one of a proposal was the best for this MRS meeting. And then we had a lot of teleconferences all together in order to reach this 51 selection. And then at the end, with the program development subcommittee of MRS, we took the final decision. So it was really a long process.
A lot of debating.
1 year and a half.
Oh,
1 year
goodness.
and a half before.
And we were talking about, what things may be hot from year to year or trends. So what were you looking for with these sessions?
So we did have some discussion of areas of interest that we want to bring into the conference and highlight, right? So areas like graphene, I think, were very interesting. Areas like metamaterials and plasmonics and bio kind of were some of the areas. There are many more that we also, looked at and brought into the conference. But just to give you an example, we did have a lot of debate and discussion about those topics and settled on them as a team.
How about advice if someone's out there wondering what it's like to be a meeting chair, or plans on being one, or would like to be one in the near future? What advice would you impart to them?
You have just to follow the advice of the MRS staff, because they keep you step by step going on until the meeting starts. So it was easy, let's say. It was a lot of effort, but easy because the MRS staff is always there, so you're not alone. You are one of the co-chairs, so or even the other co-chairs can help. So it's really rewarding.
Sure, plenty of help out there. And
Yeah.
what would you say?
Yeah, just be ready for many calls, right?
Yeah.
So monthly calls almost, right?
Yeah.
Spending 1 or 2 hours on the phone with your colleagues and with MRS.
Yeah.
And again, after all the work, and eventually when we actually decided on the program, we had a meeting all together, I believe, here in Boston.
Yeah.
Right, so that's where we put together the final program. And then the other thing be, enjoy it, right? Because, when you see it all come together, it is really exciting.
It is. And just quickly, what do you plan on doing once this is over? It's just started now, but in 4 more days, what are you going to do?
So personally, I'd like to, the 5 of us get together at the end of this and maybe have a nice drink and then of course go back to our families and look forward to that as well.
Agreed, Elisabeta?
Yeah.
A little vino?
Yeah, actually I do not drink wine, even if I'm Italian, but
That's all right.
I didn't know that. I just learned that.
But you'll be celebrating nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate your time. 2 of our meeting chairs this year, Elisabeta Comini and Loucas Tsakalakos. Thank you very much and enjoy the meeting.
Thank you.